Hello friends, welcome back to Striving Aspirants. We are back with another important topic in accounting. Today we are going to see about trial balance. In this video presentation, we will look into the meaning of trial balance, objectives, steps to prepare trial balance, and the various methods to prepare trial balance. We know that for every accounting transaction, there will be two aspects. One aspect will be giving aspect and another will be taking aspect. In other words, we can say there will be a debit and there will be a credit. To start to talk about trial balance, we have to look into debit and credit. It means if the sum of all debits equal to sum of all credits, we can judge that posting to the ledger in terms of debit and credit amount is accurate. Which also means that trial balance is a tool for verifying the correctness of debit and credit amounts. Now we will see what is the meaning of trial balance. Trial balance is a statement showing the balances or total of debits and credits of all the accounts in the ledger with a view to verify the arithmetical accuracy of amounts posted in the ledger accounts. As the name indicates, trial balance. Here we are checking the balances. Means whatever closing balance of all the ledgers, here we will take into consideration and we will check all the debit amounts and the credit amounts, and we will check whether debit amount is equal to credit amount. And after checking of all these amounts, whatever posted from ledger to this trial balance, we will proceed to final statements, means financial statements, that is profit and loss account and balance sheet. So in the case of trial balance, it saves time and effort of the accountant, as they can take the balances of all accounts from trial balance instead of going to all the separate ledger account closing balances. Now we will see the format of trial balance. So as we see in the slide, this is the format of trial balance. We will give the heading trial balance of particular company. We can mention whatever company name here as on March 31st. The date will be depending upon the financial year. Here in India, it will be like March 31st, and in other countries, maybe it depends, like it will be like December, and the particular year will be short. And after that, we can see there is account title, then another column ledger folio, then debit balance and credit balance. The account title, we will give whatever ledger account names. In the ledger folio, this is for like reference number we will be giving here. Whatever we have mentioned in the ledger accounts, that will show in this one, and we will give whatever closing balance we have taken from the ledger accounts in debit balance and the credit balance. And after that, we will total all these balances and we will check whether debit balance is equal to credit balance. Here are the preparation steps how to prepare trial balance. First point is ascertain the balance of each account in the ledger. Second point, list each account and place its balance in the debit or credit column, as the case may be. If an account has a zero balance, it may be included in the trial balance with zero in the column for its normal balance. Then compute the total of debit balance column. Then compute the total of credit balance column. Verify that the sum of debit balance is equal to the sum of credit balance. If they are not tally, means if they are not equal, it indicates that there are some errors. So one must check the correctness of the balance of all the accounts. So these are the steps to prepare trial balance. Another important point we have to keep in mind is this one. All assets, expense or loss and receivables account shall have debit balance. Means all that balance amount will come in the debit balance column of trial balance. And all liabilities, revenues or income and payables account shall have credit balance. Simultaneously, that all amounts will come in the credit column of trial balance. Now we will look into the objectives of trial balance. First one, to ascertain the arithmetical accuracy of ledger accounts. Second point, to help in locating errors. Third point, to help in the preparation of the financial statements, that is profit and loss account and balance sheet. So let's look into the first point, to ascertain the arithmetical accuracy of ledger accounts. So here we will check all the amounts are equal. Means whatever we have posted from ledger accounts should be equal to the amount that we taken into consideration in the trial balance. If it is a debit balance or it is a credit balance, the amount should be equal. Also, here we have to check after posting all the closing balance of ledger accounts. We have to check in the trial balance, the debit balance column and the credit balance column is equal. If the columns are not equal, then there will be error. When we talk about arithmetical accuracy, one important point we have to note. The tallying of the trial balance is not a conclusive proof of the accuracy of accounts. It only ensures that all debits and corresponding credits have been properly recorded in the ledger. Second objective of trial balance is to help in the location or locating of errors. When a trial balance does not tally or the debit balance and the credit balance column is not tally, then we have to conclude that one error has been occurred. The error or the errors may have occurred at one of the stages in the accounting process. First one is totaling of subsidiary books. Second one, posting of journal entries in the ledger. Third one, calculating account balances. Fourth one, carrying account balances to the trial balance. And fifth one, totaling the trial balance column. So in all these cases, there will be a chance of occurring of errors. So we have to be careful in all these cases whether any error is coming or not. In the previous slides, we have seen the balancing of all the account balances into the trial balance. Means whatever debit and credit columns we are matching and we are checking the arithmetical accuracy. Another point we have to note in this case is accounting accuracy is not ensured even if the total of debit and credit balance are equal, because some errors may occur in some other cases also. So in that case, we can't depend upon all these arithmetical accuracy or the amounts that we have taken into consideration. So apart from the arithmetical accuracy, what all errors will come in the account balances that we have to check? Let's see some examples. When the bookkeeper may debit a correct amount in the wrong account while making journal entry or in posting a journal entry to the ledger. So this error would cause two accounts to have incorrect balance, but the trial balance would be tally. So in this case, the accountant should be careful. Another case, The error may record an equal debit and credit of an incorrect amount. This error would give two account incorrect balances but would not create unequal debits and credits. So as a result, the fact that trial balance has tallied does not imply that all entries in the books of origin record, journal, cash book, etc. have been recorded and posted correctly. However, equal totals do suggest that several type of errors probably have not occurred. So in this case, we have to be careful that this type of things can happen, and there will be chance of errors in the account balances. Not only in the case of arithmetical accuracy, some inside there will be some sort of act that will make the errors in the accounting or the accounts balances while posting the ledger account balances to the trial balance. Another objective of trial balance will help to prepare financial statements. Trial balance is considered as the connecting link between accounting records. So as discussed in the previous slides, we are taking the accounting balances of all the ledger accounts. Then we are posting to trial balance, or we are making trial balance. After that, we will check the accuracy of debit and credit balance. If they are equal, we are proceeding to the financial statements, means profit and loss account and balance sheet we will prepare. So trial balance will help to prepare financial statements. Another important point that we have to keep in mind while posting from trial balance to financial statements is this one. All revenue and expense accounts appearing in the trial balance that will go to the trading and profit and loss account, and all liabilities, capital, assets, these all account balances are transferred to the balance sheet. Now we will check the methods of preparing trial balance. Here we are checking only three methods of preparing trial balance. One is totals method, second one is balances method, third one is totals cum balances method. So let's see what is the totals method. This method is not a widely used method. Let's see what is the ways to prepare the trial balance under totals method. Under this method, total of each side in the ledger, that is debit and credit, is ascertained separately and shown in the trial balance in the respective column. Means whatever debit and credit column of each ledger accounts, that all balances is added. Debit of each ledger account is added, and credit side total is added, and all this total is taken separately, and then it is carried to the trial balance. Then it will be showing in the respective columns like debit and credit columns. Now the second method, balances method. This is the most widely used method in practice. In this method, trial balance is prepared by showing the balances of all ledger accounts and then totaling up the debit and credit columns of the trial balance to assure their correctness. So here we are taking the ledger account closing balance. In the previous method, we are taking the debit column total and the credit column total. But the case of this one, balances method, is different. Here whatever closing balance is the point here. That amount, closing balance amount, that is carried to the debit and credit columns of the trial balance. Here we are taking the account closing balance because those balance summarize the net effect of all the transactions relating to that particular account, that particular ledger account. So that will help to prepare the financial statements. In this case, we have to be careful while posting the individual accounts. In the case of individual accounts, we will be taking all the individual account balance total, then we will put under one head like sundry debtors or sundry creditors, and we will show that amount in the columns of trial balance. Now the third method is total cum balance method. This method is a combination, as we can see the name, total cum balances method. So it is the integration of both methods, that is total method and balance method. Under this method, 4 columns for amount are prepared. 2 columns for writing the debit and credit totals of various accounts, and 2 columns for writing debit and credit balance of these accounts. This method is not used in practice because it is time consuming and hardly serves any additional or special or specific purpose. Now finally, we'll look into the illustrative trial balance. Here we can see one trial balance format with all account titles given. Here I have shown the names in yellow color, that is shown specially to understand the credit balance in the trial balance. Let's check one by one. First one is capital, that is credit balance. Land and buildings, plant and machinery, equipment, furniture and fixtures, cash in hand, cash at bank, debtors, bills receivable, stock of raw materials, stock of finished goods, purchases, carriage inwards, carriage outwards. So this will show the debit balance. Then we will take sales, that is credit balance. Then sales return, that is debit balance. Purchase return, credit balance. Interest paid, debit balance. Commission discount received, credit balance. Salaries, debit balance. Long-term loan, bills payable, creditors, advance from customers, all belongs to credit balance as shown in the trial balance given here. And finally drawings, it is debit balance. So these all about the trial balance meaning we have seen here, objectives we have seen, and the 3 methods we have seen. Now the point remaining is the subject matter related to errors in the trial balance, that we will be showing in the upcoming videos, and we will be posting one more videos related to trial balance to understand better with the concerned examples, because we have to understand how this will be going. So we'll be posting another 2 videos relating to trial balance. I hope you have got a simple idea regarding this trial balance. So until then, bye. This is Striving Aspirants signing out. Take care and subscribe and support us.